Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
A jade abacus?
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
That's awesome, Dan Heng.
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Alright. So we got the jade abacus. Let's go ahead and talk to Well.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
I don't think so. I think we finished up most of the stuff that we needed to do.
I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say goodbye to everyone we met so far on this trip.
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Huh. Bit of farewell to the people you know on the Xianzhou. I know this is optional, but where do we go for that? Because it's not like we can go ahead and talk to Ting Yun. That's a quest. I guess we can just go ahead and head back to the express. All right. Is Welton
Would you
still
like
there?
me to relay your message?
No, it reset. Okay.
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed.
I'm heading off of the Lofu.
So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
I think Dan Heng is a better match for you.
I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, I'd love to have another spar with him. Safe travels.
Alright, I think it's about time that we head back to the express. Let's see. Astro Express.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Yang.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Alright, so what's our next stop?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
I think I need a bit of a reminder. It's been a minute.
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingwen. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Oh. Every time I come here, I can't help but marvel at just how spacious this car is. It also feels wider than the other cars. How is that even physically possible?
Oh, welcome to the party car, Nameless. Would you like to have a drink, a snack, or commence party time?
Why did he say commence party time like that? That's actually... Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'll have a snack.
Right away. Here's a wrench-drenched salad for you. Made with healthy ingredients in the perfect serving size. This is just the flavorful refreshment you should be reaching for between meals. There's even a clever wordplay in its name. Wrench and drenched almost rhyme. And I have wrenches for hands! You can't help but laugh, can you? I hope you enjoy your time in the party car, dear Nameless. We may not be able to get a party started right now, but please feel free to relax and unwind here. This used to be called the meeting car, until my previous master came along thinking they wouldn't need an entire car for meetings among just a handful of Nameless. That's when my previous master made the decision to rename it the party car.
Were you here all along?
As a robot drinksmith, my design ensures I remain appropriately inconspicuous. The fact that you don't remember me is precisely as intended.
Nah, that's actually crazy how he's cleaning that with a sponge. Especially that type of sponge. Just... Oh, jeez. You know that glass has so many smudges on it. Anyways, let's continue.
Should I introduce myself again? I am an antique robot drinksmith. My previous master repaired me. I now work in the party car, mixing drinks for passengers. I should mention that the conductor and Miss March 7th went up to your room looking for you a short while ago. Perhaps you should go and see them, to save them the hassle of looking all over the place for you.
Alright. The robot Shush, he's funny. He's cool. I like him. Oh, this is our... Wait, what? Dunhung and March's room was a lot smaller. This is our room?
There you are! Pom-Pom has been looking for you all day!
Are you daydreaming? This is your room, silly! Where else would we go to look for you if not here?
Why is this such a mess in here?
Shouldn't you be asking yourself that?
Aww, looking at this mess reminds Pom-Pom of the time when they first joined the Nameless.
Huh. But this is the first time we're seeing this room, so it's weird how it's bringing back thoughts of the past. Back then, you had just survived a perilous adventure on the Herta space station. Then, you boarded the Astral Express and began your own space comedy. I remember that. It was shortly after I boarded the Express.
I'd heard noises coming from the ventilation ducts, which made me wonder if something was hiding in there. Curiosity got the better of me, and I climbed up to take a look. And then I got stuck. I found somebody else stuck in the ducts. Her.
I heard noises coming from the ducts, so...
No copycat excuses! Alright. Today's a happy day, so Pom-Pom won't spoil it with lectures. I've gathered everyone here today because I have an announcement to make. It was terribly remiss of the conductor to have left her without a room of her own on the Express.
She seems pretty happy with the current arrangement, though.
Go on, Himiko! Ask the golden question! Then here goes. Will you join the Astral Express crew as a nameless?
I thought I was already a part of the crew.
Not so easy. You can't call yourself a nameless until you've cleared the 18 Sentinels Mr. Yang trial.
Which reminds me, March hasn't cleared it yet either. I'll set it up a little later. Tomorrow afternoon, you can be the first one to give it a shot.
Oh, please don't. I was just joking. Exploring the far corners of the universe will seem more exciting than just looking out for yourself.
You'll step out of your comfort zone to set forth on adventures into uncharted territories.
Above all else, becoming a nameless means the responsibilities you'll bear far outweigh the rewards you'll reap. Now that you know all of this, do you still wish to become a nameless?
Yes, I do.
Aw, yay! I'm sure we'll be the bestest trailblazing buddies.
Since she has made her decision, let's gather round and formally welcome the Astral Express crew's newest member! Are you ready for your initiation into the Nameless?
This doesn't involve a blood oath or something, does it?
Of course not. We're just gonna recite a simple oath together.
Let's recite the Trailblazer Creed. Now, please repeat after Pom-Pom. 1. No matter the ebb and flow of fate, stop staying within the lines. 2. Even in the face of tempestuous seas, we always align. 3. Even if we don't gain the upper hand, we'll fight for right. 4. Even if forgotten by the world, never care a rap for hindsight. 5. No matter how bleak the cosmos may get, let us light the night. 6. Even when there are wheels within wheels, go ahead.
May this journey
lead us starward.
This is kinda cringy. You think we can drop this part of the initiation next time?
Hey, March 7th, don't ruin the moment. Ahem, you are now officially a nameless. Welcome to the crew.
All right, let's get back on track. Now that you're a nameless on the Astral Express, it's only right that you have a room of your own.
That's right! Pom-Pom is so glad that she finally has a place of her own.
It's just that the current Express has far fewer cars compared to the past. The passenger cabin only has 4 rooms. Well, 3, technically, since Don Hung has been sleeping in the archives.
We could buy another car.
It's not that easy to find the parts needed to build another car!
Her room doesn't have to be in the passenger cabin, actually.
He's right! There's an unused room on the second level of the party car that you can move into. Let's go over and check it out!
Alright.
Greetings, my nameless friends. My, look at those sunny smiles. Has something good happened? Don't tell me. Is it finally party time? How about a joke to kick off the party? I have just the one for you. Behold, a night of beauty on this night of beauty. Night and night sound the same. Get it? Ah, homophonous puns. You can't help but laugh, can you? Warning! Reformatting me will wipe all user data, including their eating habits, energy expenditure plans, metabolic rates, and more! Mishandling during the reformatting process may also lead to serious consequences, including but not limited to disruption of the life support system and derailment of the Express. The loss of dietary data may even result in a new subsysteleron disaster. I'm sure you've already realized, but that was just a joke for before the party begins.
I actually haven't had enough of his jokes, actually. They're kind of funny.
Keep the dad jokes coming.
Perhaps another time when I'm not here. Jokes like this make my head hurt, to put it mildly.
All this excitement really takes Pom-Pom back to the old days, when this car was still known as the meeting car. The passengers would gather here and eagerly debate over their next destination.
What about the junk in there? Isn't that still a storeroom?
But I bet it won't take long for you to fill this room up with your own clutter. Okay, it's this way. Follow me.
Ta-da! We're here!
See? I wasn't kidding when I said this is the largest room on the Express. You could even fit a doomsday beast in here.
It's larger than I imagined.
Right? Even if you put a couple doomsday beasts in here, you'd still have room to spare.
Alright, I don't know about all that. Doomsday beasts are kinda big.
Pom-Pom, you aren't actually thinking about keeping those things as pets.
The room is admittedly kind of messy right now. But so is everybody else's when they first boarded the Express. My room may look pretty fancy now, but that's because I put a lot of effort into designing it myself.
Ahem! May I remind you that your expenses on lifestyle essentials have grossly exceeded your Express Fund budget?
Carpets, pillows, rocking chairs, and jumbo pom-pom toys are lifestyle essentials, aren't they?
Do you really need over 20 pillows, though?
Of course I do! How else would I have pillow fights?
In any case, To prevent such situations from happening again, I must reiterate the rules for accessing the Express Fund. Firstly, the conductor is in charge of all resource allocation within the Express. If you need any renovation work done, look for Pom Pom. Secondly, since you're now officially a member of the Astral Express, you must be responsible for your share of duties aboard. Only then can you exchange the corresponding amount of Express funds for supplies from Pom Pom.
Unless you want to sleep in a cardboard box, I suggest prioritizing the renovation of your bedroom first. Wait a second. Pom Pom will provide her with the renovation funds. Then she will use those funds to pay Pom Pom for the renovations. What's the point of that? Just get the conductor to renovate her room directly.
This is called procedural justice.
At any rate, I'm now a member of the Astral Express crew, and I even have my own room to boot. I'll just make do for today. Tomorrow I'll clean the place up and build myself a nice cozy bedroom.
Jeez. You sure do love to procrastinate.
I guess I forgot I had my own room.
All I want to know now is, isn't it uncomfortable to sleep on a cardboard box?
But Pom Pom also knows that the first step is always the hardest.
That is why we're here today, to help you with taking that first step.
Pom Pom has prepared a starter fund to help you kickstart the renovation. You can use it to set up your bedroom.
Thank you, conductor.
Appreciation is better shown with actions. We're getting that bedroom done one way or another.
Alright, let's get to it then.
Yay! Let's do this!
Oh, okay, so how's this gonna work?
Phew, we're finally done. She has finally taken her first step toward completing the renovation of her bedroom. Pom Pom is so glad. I was worried I might never see this room get completed.
One small step for her, one giant leap toward humankind overcoming procrastination. We're still lacking a pillow in here. Although someone who can sleep comfortably on a cardboard box probably doesn't need one.
Let's just leave it for now and get one tomorrow?
No can do. If we drag this out till tomorrow, it'll never be done. Wait here. I'll be right back. Here, use this pillow for now. It's a good thing there's no shortage of pillows in my room. I told you pillows were essentials.
Oh, not bad! Hurry and place the pillow on your bed.
Time for me to see if this pillow matches your bedroom.
Oh wait, we can decorate them to be different?
You've done well today. Get an early rest tonight.
There's a ton of duties to do tomorrow. You won't slip away this time.
It's getting late, so we'll see you later.
Sweet dreams.
strange ceiling, but you have a vague feeling that it'll become the ceiling that you know best in the future. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll see it. When you go to sleep tomorrow night, you'll see it. This is truly incredible. Good night, Astro Express. What a great night's sleep. Looks like today's my turn for duty. I'm feeling so lazy though, I just want to chill. But if I skip again, Pom Pom's gonna lose it. So I better just suck it up and do my part. Huh? What's on the table? What's on my desk? The Astro Express duty roster? Good morning, passenger Jerome. Did you sleep well last night? Did you come to bring me breakfast? The express conductor came to my room so early in the morning. It must be to bring me breakfast. Nice try, it's already the afternoon. Hold on to that Astro Express duty roster on your desk. Next up, passenger Jerome, make sure to give it all a good once-over and be all set to be on duty. Pom Pom will hand out the express fund based on your duty performance. Use it to conduct room construction the way you like it. Passenger Jerome, are you ready to start your shift? Alright. Let's get started. There we go, that's the spirit. Alright. Oh, that's what Shush actually looks like fully? That's actually really cool. Good evening, dear Nameless. Congratulations on finishing your bedroom construction. I'm genuinely thrilled to see this space come to life. For the Nameless, this bedroom is an energy core for the Intellitron. A stable shutdown and rest ensures smoother operation after rebooting. And bedtime story is just as crucial as holding down the power button before shutting down. Sure, why not? Alright, let's hear it, but no more of those bad jokes for right now. Dear Nameless, you are quite the joker. When have I ever told bad jokes? An Intellitron always goes to work with different moods. Over time, his co-workers notice a pattern. If he's grumpy, he must have charged with bad heat-based energy the night before. If he's calm, he must have charged with hydropower. One day, he was unusually serene at work. Now, the question, what kind of energy did he charge with? Answer, he charged with nuclear power, because he's full of peace today. Get it? Contrasting nuclear peace with, this is what tickles my funny bone. Alright, let me tell you one too. Oh, dear Nameless, I always knew you were a master of humor. I'll make sure to save your jokes in the database and pass them on to future generations of Nameless. Once there was a person who liked to cover his nose and his mouth with his blanket while sleeping. Eventually, no one ever saw him again. Question, how did such a tragic event happen? Because he became a shut-in. Oh. Do you get it? Shut-in? It sounds like shush. Offering a thought-provoking warning makes me chuckle. Alright. Please get some good rest. I'll see myself out now. Bedroom's finally finished. No more sleeping in a cardboard box. Funny thing is, I kinda miss sleeping there. Alright, let's keep the ball rolling and finish off the other areas. Dang, it really does make you like see how big this area is. Like, this room is actually huge. Alright, let's go ahead and go to sleep. A philosopher once said, you need to stay awake all day to sleep at night. A poet once wrote, lying down late after the lamp is out, sleeping soundly amid the sound of rain. These two lines have nothing to do with what comes next. Why are we talking about this? Anyways, after a hard day's work, there's no greater relief than going back to your room for a good sleep. Throwing yourself onto your bed with no alarm clock, no worries about oversleeping. How happy it is. The warm, cozy bed in front of you beckons like an obvious trap. Perhaps you should follow your heart and lie down and get some good sleep. Soft mattress, warm quilt. As soon as your head hits the cloud-like pillow, sleepiness comes in waves. So, how long are you gonna sleep? You know what? A little while, because we got a lot of stuff to do for tomorrow. Good night, Astro Express. Alright, entryway is renovated. Have you noticed anything different about Pom Pom today? Oh wait, Pom Pom's wearing a different hat. And a different outfit. You're as sharp as ever, passenger. Pom Pom's new outfit looks great. This top-tier chef outfit, which Pom Pom occasionally brings out for special occasions, is what Pom Pom needs for something important like this. Ready, passenger? The incredibly thrilling hygiene showdown is here. To maintain cleanliness of the Express, Pom Pom periodically conducts hygiene inspections of passengers' rooms. The highest score will receive the title of Hygiene Star. By the way, Don Hong has been reigning Hygiene Star for 3 consecutive years. I mean, like, he has fewer furnishings, though. Okay, maybe not confiscate all of the furniture. Okay, cleanliness 9, tidiness 8, aesthetics. I water it from time to time. Aesthetics 100. No, dang it. I didn't mean to finish it off. Gosh dang it, now we have to do another round. We still would have needed it because those other ones were like 50,000. Yeah, I'll just stick with juice. Not a big fan of coffee. With floating grounds. Oh no, she didn't put a filter in the coffee. Oh no. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright, teach me a few tricks, Don Hung. Three-time reigning hygiene star of the Astral Express. I asked you here today to learn your secret tricks of organization. The fundamental issue with organization is how to categorize things. It's quite similar to conducting scientific research. Just like how the Astral Ecology School advocates for creating a comprehensive chart of the evolution of cosmic life based on similarities and evolution of characteristics. In contrast, the Candelagraphos advocate organizing all knowledge into encyclopedia according to initial letters. Which one do you prefer? Based on mood, to be honest. I would say characteristics. Figurines belong with figurines, posters belong with posters. It's all the same when organizing entries in the databank. However, I think if this collection room is to be too neat and orderly, it might lose some of its lived-in feel and start to resemble a showroom of a real estate agent. Perhaps it doesn't need to be strict. A bit more spontaneity is fine. The lives of the nameless are always full of fatigue, so it's okay to cut yourself some slack on these small matters. The display can be brightened and the program is running smoothly. This issue is resolved. You just plugged in the cables into the wrong ports, missed a few of the clips, and installed the cellular calculation chip in reverse. These are minor issues. For a beginner, you've done quite well. Just as expected from Mr. Yang. As long as you understand the underlying principles, assembling this case isn't difficult. I'm still a bit surprised the cellular calculation chip has a foolproof design, so it theoretically shouldn't fit if inserted incorrectly. The manufacturer probably didn't anticipate this. You really have a remarkable amount of strength. Even though there are many advanced display technologies now, holograms, illusions, brain-computer interfaces, I still prefer a good old-fashioned screen. Maybe I'm just not trendy enough. When I was younger, I used to compare the specifications and price of various hardware and assemble computers myself. I even work on some much larger machines. Realistic holograph display screens, neurosynthetic electronic brain processors. That's quite luxurious. What do you plan to use them for? To play games. If you ever need a teammate for multiplayer games, feel free to contact me. I'm still going strong.
Oh, wow! This makes me feel like revamping my own room. It's so nice seeing this empty space gradually fill up with furniture. A happy occasion like this calls for a celebration. No, silly. I'm talking about her celebrating in her own way. If it were me, I'd take a relaxing hot bath in the evening and enjoy some me time. You're You're talking to the founder of the Astral Express Bath Association, after all.
All I know is she deserves to take some time off for herself.
Even though your room is set up, you must remember to keep up with your duties. The Express will be departing soon, and there's still so many things to do.
Congrats on the new home.
Ah, dear Nameless, are you available right now? Good evening, my nameless friend. Would you like anything to drink? How about some refreshments? My knowledge base indicates that while late-night snacks may negatively affect one's health, they can also bring great joy. I once knew a young Nameless who was both early to bed and early to rise. He had a regular exercise routine and strictly regulated his caloric intake, rejecting every suggestion that I ever gave him. To him, midnight snacks were no different from poison. As a result, he lived a long and healthy life. It's quite a tale of caution, is it not, dear Nameless?
Cool story, but I just want supper right now.
Ah, but you shouldn't have supper if you want to be super! How did you find the joke? Hilarious wordplay, isn't it? You can't help but laugh, can you? But I digress. After hearing about your plans for a good soak, I thought this would make a most suitable gift and wanted you to have it. It's a bar of soap with a storied history. Hanunu, the werewolf hero of Esdana, loved using this soap when he was alive. Werewolf fur is a pain to manage, after all.
Alright, let's take a soak.
It's been a long and busy day for you, Nameless. Would you like to take a bath, enjoy a beverage, or listen to another of my jokes first?
I'm gonna take a bath. Could you please go?
This world has seen countless nights, and it will see countless more. Among them, countless belong to heroes, countless to the nameless, countless to geniuses, and countless to fools. But tonight belongs only to you, and no one can deprive you of it. The Talk people of Tidora have a blessing they reserve only for their most cherished friends. Nogati come up tonight. It translates to, this night, nothing occurred.